remember that time that we, played our music with Elton John playing with us? It's pretty mind-blowing. A lot of the time they're selling sometimes 100,000 tickets, and they have a huge following, and they've built their fan base over many years, and they're a significant band. They're very important to kind of modern music, and especially modern rock music, and the fans really reflect that. So it is really awesome to be out here, especially in Argentina with Metallica, because some of the most loyal fans in the world are Argentinian. It's huge. It's just it's overwhelming almost. The sea of people moving up and down, and jumping to the music and singing along in a language that is not their foreign tongue, which is a very high honor. I do know what it is. It's milk, cacao, and sugar. I'm gonna do that today. I've got a day off, so that's gonna be my day trip. No, I don't think so. We're just trying to illustrate how little I know about Argentinian culture. That's what we're trying to do here. Hands down, absolutely. It certainly seemed that way. That was never a title we were trying to go for. It's not ever one that we were willing to accept so readily. But I think it's kind of been given to us. There are many who came before us, and there are many who came before us very recently who kind of opened up the floodgates. It can go as far back as looking at like Jack White, and then the Black Keys coming along, and bands like Kaleo or like the Rival Sons, and just opening up the doors for rock and roll to be really widely not just accepted but harnessed by a lot of people, because that's the way it was. Rock and roll was, it was pop music. And that's certainly not what it is now. There's been a lot, and some of it you wouldn't believe. But I really think that just living this life and kind of giving yourself a reality check sometimes is really, really mind-bending. Like, oh, remember that time that we, played our music with Elton John playing with us? And you go, wow, that was really something. But it just zoomed right by because it was so shocking. Like, wow. Or Tom Hanks coming into the studio and sitting down and listening to some of the stuff we're working on. So I think it's really those full circle moments. I think it has a lot to do with people and people we look up to. Meeting Robbie Krieger, just going up and shaking his hand and say, "Hey, I'm Sam." He gets to see us perform, and it's just so interesting. Based off the perspective that you have as an art lover, as a consumer, and then coming into adulthood and being greeted as equals to these people that you always looked up to. I think that's the most mind-bending, awesome thing about this job. For this next album, what we're trying to do is combine elements of both, the elements of the rawness and the elements of the very interesting stylization of the music, but kind of reverting back to the garage days rather than making sure everything is so perfect and clean. going back to the days we were playing at bars in Michigan, going back to the days where we were, at our parents' house playing in the garage until 3 or 4 in the morning. So trying to recapture that energy, but with the maturity that we've kind of gathered over the past few years and over the pandemic and thinking that we've been doing, and all the psychological challenges that everybody's been going through, and addressing a lot of things, but while still creating something that is undeniably rock and roll. Very exciting, and we are very excited about it. Definitely Metallica.